Welcome to Battle Network Academy. In this video I'll be going over Bubble Star. Bubble Star is an Aqua Element standard chip that appears in Battle Network 6. This attack will send out a Starfish virus that will travel across the battlefield in a snake-like motion. When it hits an opponent, it will put them into the bubbled state for 150 frames, or 2.5 seconds. This attack deals 60, 80, or 100 Aqua damage depending on which version you're using. Each version of this chip also has a different speed, with version 1 being the slowest and version 3 being the fastest. While your opponent is bubbled, they will be unable to move or attack, and will take ×2 damage from any Elec attacks. Because of this effect, it is quite popular to pair this chip with hard-hitting Elec chips like Doll Thunder 3, Elec Dragon, or Elec Pulse 3. One small bit to keep in mind about this is that the bubble is considered a status effect, so Tomahawk Cross will be immune to it. Another thing to keep in mind about this attack is how it moves. When first using Bubble Star, it will move up and then right, leaving the panel below where it spawns untouched and safe for your opponent to hang out. So when you use this, step back a panel or just make sure there's some space in between your opponent and yourself before letting one of these off. The Starfish will be blocked by objects like Rock Cube or the neutral rock that will spawn at the start of battles. And as a final little note, this attack can have some interesting interactions on rare occasions. I figured I should mention them. This attack can multi-hit. If your opponent moves back on the same frame that they get hit, they'll be bubbled, and then will move back, only to get hit again, and the second hit will knock them out of the bubble. In the event that they move up or down after the second hit, depending on which way the Starfish is moving, they can get hit a third time, bubbling them again. Since this attack is Aqua Element, it will freeze your opponent if they're standing over an ice panel when they're hit by it, instead of being bubbled. Bubble Wrap can regenerate over your opponent while they're bubbled. If this happens and they take damage from an Elec attack, it will be ×3, and if they're in Aqua Cross at the time, they'll take ×4. This chip is really good. Falzar is able to get a lot more use out of it with Aqua Cross, but Gregor can get some pretty good use out of it with Elec Cross's +50 to Elec chips. That doesn't really hold a candle to Aqua Cross's chip charge ability. With Bubble Star 3, you can get 200 damage out of the chip itself, and then if you're using like Doll Thunder 3, that's what, another 260 if I'm remembering correctly? Doll Thunder 3 does what? 130 I think? Something like that. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.